An algorithm named for Euclid can be used to find the GCD, or to perform this operation on integers. Subtraction of two logarithms is equivalent to first performing this operation on the two arguments of the logarithms. A synthetic version of this operation can be used on polynomials, but this operation is not defined if the second operand is 0. Its result is called a quotient. For 10 points, name this operation the inverse of multiplication. And the answer is division. A closed curve has at least 4 of these entities at which the derivative of curvature equals 0. In graph theory, edges begin and end at these entities, which are also called nodes. A hyperbola has 2 of these points on its major axis, while a parabola has 1 of these points on its axis of symmetry. For 10 points, give this mathematical term for a point at which the sides of a polygon intersect. And the answer is vertex. Stirling's approximation is used to calculate very large terms of this operation. The reciprocals of its terms converge to e, and this operation is defined at 0 as 1. It is used in the formula for permutations and combinations, and the number of ways to arrange n elements is given by this function of n. For 10 points, name this operation where consecutive numbers are multiplied together, symbolized by an exclamation point. And the answer is factorial. This set of numbers has the least cardinality greater than that of the integers, according to the continuum hypothesis, and is the union of the algebraic and transcendental numbers. This complete, totally ordered field can be constructed by Cauchy sequences, and this set is uncountable according to Cantor's diagonal argument. The union of the rationals and irrationals for 10 points, name this set of numbers denoted R. And the answer is real numbers. The raindrop function is discontinuous at inputs that are members of this set, which is extended with the use of Dedekind cuts and forms the smallest field with characteristic 0. This countable subset of the real numbers contains numbers whose decimal expansions terminate or repeat. Symbolized Q, give this set of numbers whose members can be expressed as an integer divided by a non-zero integer. And the answer is rational numbers. In set theory, Georg Cantor used Aleph null to denote a set with this cardinality, which he called countable. This is the length of a Turing machine's tape, and Euclid proved that there are this many prime numbers. In calculus, the limit of 1 over x, as x approaches 0 from the right, takes this value. For 10 points, name this quantity that describes values that are greater than any real number. And the answer is infinity. The Malvida map projection preserves this quantity, which is given for solids of revolution by Pappus's first theorem. Gabriel's horn has an infinite amount of this quantity. It can be found under a curve via integration, and for triangles using the semi-perimeter and Heron's formula. For a circle, pi r squared gives, for 10 points, what quantity that for a rectangle is expressed as width times length. And the answer is area. The extended version of this man's algorithm gives solutions to Diophantine equations. He proved that there are an infinite number of prime numbers, and his aforementioned namesake algorithm is used to find the greatest common denominator. He names a claim about the existence of a unique parallel line his fifth postulate. This father of geometry is, for 10 points, what Greek mathematician who wrote The Elements? And the answer is Euclid. This is the numerator of Egyptian fractions and the number of sides of a Mobius strip. It is repeated in the Fibonacci sequence, and any non-zero number raised to the 0th power equals this value, the largest that the sine and cosine functions take. This number is the multiplicative identity because it times any other number is the original number. For 10 points, name this smallest positive integer. And the answer is 1. Performing the triple product on 3 of these entities gives the volume of a parallelepiped. The right hand rule can be used when performing an operation on them, and these entities can be added using the parallelogram rule. 2 of them are perpendicular if their dot product equals 0. For 10 points, name these mathematical entities that have both magnitude and direction and are contrasted with scalars. And the answer is vectors.